following program is sponsored by Michael W. Smith. The views expressed on the following program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership.
Phoenix, Arizona, Brother Mike back on the radio. Welcome to HardcoreChristianity.com. Welcome to the program. Today's Bible study, American Sharia law. It's a nightmare, folks. Hey, will you call somebody and tell them the radio program's on? I'll make my announcements while you make that call. Thanks for your help. Say, this is Brother Mike. I'm the professional counselor at the Arizona Deliverance Center. We're in Central Phoenix. We're on 15th Avenue, just south of Osborne Road. It's the red brick building. On the website, hardcorechristianity.com, you'll see all of our ministry services. We have 2 live services every week at 7 o'clock. Both those services are broadcast live on our YouTube teaching channel, youtube.com/House of Healing AZ. When you go to the website, please sign up for one of our free seminars. Please sign up for one of our Zoom deliverance services at 6 p.m. on Wednesdays. Join us on Zoom Deliverance. It's a new ministry program we have. One is for men and one is for women. Sign up for our other free seminars. I have a deliverance teaching class I teach once a month. Send another donation in on the PayPal button if you would. We also have an app you can download on your phone, Tithely, that will allow you to donate from your phone. Sister Karen's on the homepage of the website and would love to list your house for sale. By the way, thank you for all the referrals you sent her. And if you need to be water baptized, send me an email, mike@hardcorechristianity.com. Go to the homepage of the website to sign up for water baptism. The miracle list. I send out a list to everyone who needs to be delivered who cannot come to the Arizona Deliverance Center. Send me an email, mike@hardcorechristianity.com. I will send you the step-by-step guide to total freedom. It's free. American Sharia law. As you know, I've done several radio programs on it over the years. There is an invasion going on. It's an invasion, and the devil set it up. What happened was, backing up several years, he is using the wars in the Middle East and the civil wars in the Middle East among Muslims, principally Shia and Sunnis fighting one another, and he's using it to cause enormous destruction in the Middle Eastern countries, which is allowing for enormous migration to occur. The way the devil is doing it is he's getting Muslims to migrate to Europe. When they get there, they will not assimilate. They do not assimilate. They try to dominate. In addition, the Muslims are now immigrating to America, and America's population of Muslims is going up dramatically. One of the reasons for that is because Muslims have very large families. They average 6 or 7 children. Americans average 1 child, possibly 2 per family. In Islam, you are allowed more than 1 wife, up to 4, and they have large families. And so when they move into an area, the population of Islam grows very fast. For example, Hamtramck, Michigan, is now taken over almost exclusively by Muslims. The city used to be 90% Polish. It's now 10%. The entire city is now 60% Muslim, and everybody has been taken over in the city. Police chief, mayor, city council, all of it. They are now all Muslims. The same thing happened in Dearborn, Michigan, Herndon, Virginia, and in several areas in Texas. The Muslim population is growing very fast in these top 5 states. Here they are: Illinois, Virginia, New York, New Jersey, and Texas. A recent case was I found a divorce case recently occurred. And here's been the fear of many in the United States. Sharia law is a legal system that is preferred by very orthodox Muslims. They consider it to be far superior to the Declaration of Independence and the Bill of Rights. They consider it to be divinely inspired. Well, here recently in Texas, a very interesting case occurred in Collin County. Collin County is in northeastern Texas, and there's a lot of small towns in that area, in northeast Texas, as you know, and many of them are being taken over by Muslims. Here's the article, quote, "A judge in Texas ordered a Muslim woman seeking a divorce from her husband to appear at a tribunal governed by Sharia law. Collin County District Judge Andrea Thompson ruled in March of 2021 that Mariam Ayad must forego the justice system and its legal paths for divorce and instead submit to mediation under a Muslim panel governed by a Muslim group based in Saudi Arabia. The judge based her decision on the fact that Ayad signed a prenuptial stating she would permit her marriage, if necessary, to be arbitrated by Sharia law. The court documents suggest Ayad didn't know she was signing what she was signing when she endorsed the prenuptial. She said she believed she was signing duplicate copies of her marriage acknowledgement form. Now, we got some bad problems here. Okay, number one, a judge in our society has recognized Sharia law as valid. This is extremely scary. The woman's divorce is going to go very poor for her. Here's why. Under Sharia law, a woman's testimony is only considered half, 50%, as valuable as a man's. That means that anything the wife puts on, the credibility of any evidence, will only be 50% as valuable as that put on by the husband. The judge, incredibly, betrayed the woman and dumped her into a Sharia law court. And you can imagine how this is going to turn out. She'll be selling beans out of a bucket, probably homeless when this thing's done. As you know, women are massively discriminated against under Sharia law. It's unbelievable. The danger of acknowledging Sharia law as something valid is frightening, because many of the precepts of the law are considered felonies in the United States. For example, under Sharia law, you are able to engage in honor killings. If one of your children dishonors or degrades or humiliates your family, you are allowed to have them executed. In America, that would be considered a murder. Women are second-class citizens in Islam. They are forced to dress differently than men, behave differently than men. Under Sharia law, they're not allowed to be educated. They've got to wear what looks like a beekeeper outfit when they go out of the house, because according to Sharia law, it's the woman's body exposed that stimulates the man sexually and causes him to lust. The problem is the woman, not the man. Under Sharia law, women, in order to curb their sexual desires and keep them from committing adultery, are legally allowed to go through female circumcision and genital mutilation. Can you imagine that? They cut off their clitoris to take away the pleasure of sex so they will not be promiscuous under Sharia law. If you are a pedophile under Sharia law, it is legal to castrate you. if you have committed a crime under Sharia law, you can be beheaded in public. Women are barred from driving under Sharia law. They're not allowed to drive. You are allowed to marry a child under Sharia law. If you're an adult, 20, 30, 40, 50-year-old man, you could marry a child down to the age of 8. You are allowed to consummate the sex with that child at the age of 12. In America, that would be considered statutory rape. That's a felony. Okay. Hello? If females get caught in adultery, or they go to court and people testify against them that they are adulterers, even if they aren't, because the female's testimony is only worth half the male's, you can be stoned. Okay, in America, that would be considered murder. If you are a homosexual in Islam under Sharia law, that is a capital offense and you will be executed. Gays are executed. In Europe right now, as I'm speaking to you, Muslims have invaded the continent and they are not assimilating and they are in a bad mood. There are no jobs. They are living in gangs. They are causing enormous increases in crime. They are raping women repetitively. Europe is in deep trouble, and that's exactly what the devil wanted to do. He wanted to take Islam, spread it everywhere, as far and wide as he can possibly spread it. It will never spread to China because the communists put Muslims in concentration camps. They work them half to death, then they murder them. China has no problem with that, but Satan doesn't need Muslims in China. He has communism there. Folks, what we're staring at here in our future is Sharia law becoming valid in these cities like Dearborn, Michigan, and Herndon, Virginia, who have been taken over by Muslims. Major problems are going to hit this country that people don't realize and people don't understand are coming. Okay? I follow these trends so you don't have to, but the situation is going to be extremely dangerous very soon. And the churches of America need to wake up and smell the coffee, so to speak, and recognize that Sharia law is an enemy of the United States.
The views expressed on this program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership. This program was sponsored by Michael W. Smith.